If you've been telling yourself you're stuck in this house, that moving would only raise your property taxes or probably cost you more than just staying put, I want you to hear this before you make one more decision based on that fear alone. That belief keeps so many homeowners frozen for years, sometimes decades, and in a house that stopped fitting their lifestyle a long time ago, and even has become unsafe. And most of the time, they're never really actually stuck at all. I'm Allison Costelow with Legacy and Lifestyle Homes powered by RE/MAX Gold here in Benicia, California. And I work with seniors and their families through moves exactly like this one. Not pushing anyone towards a decision, just helping people see their real options, what they actually have in front of them to make an empowered, knowledgeable decision. Here's why the fear makes sense. A long time ago, California's rules around this were generally strict. If you were over 55 and you wanted to sell your home and buy another one, you could transfer your low property tax base, but only within your own county or a small handful of counties that agreed to accept transfers from elsewhere. You could only do it once in your lifetime, and the new home had to be equal to or lesser than the home that you were selling, the old home. Buy up even just a little bit, and the county reassessed you at full market value, sometimes tripling or even quadrupling your tax bill overnight. An entire generation of homeowners learned to just stay put. That advice made sense in 2015. It does not anymore. Things have changed with Proposition 19, when that was passed in November 2020 and took effect April 2021, and it rewrote those rules in favor of the homeowner. If you're 55 or older, or you're severely disabled, or you've lost your home in a wildfire or a declared natural disaster, you can now transfer your property tax base to a replacement home anywhere in California. All 58 counties, no reciprocal agreement required. So you can do this now 3 times in your lifetime if you qualify by age or disability. And you are no longer boxed into buying something cheaper. You can now buy up, and I will walk you through exactly what that costs you in just a minute. A few things have to line up. The home that you're selling has to be your primary principal residence, the one that you actually live in and claim the homeowner's exemption on. You generally need to buy or complete construction on the replacement home within 2 years of selling the original one to get the full benefit. And you need to file the claim with the county assessor's office where your new home sits, not where you moved from. None of that is complicated once someone walks you through it. It just takes paperwork. Most people have never had a reason to even learn about this. Okay, so let us make this real with some numbers, and I'm gonna keep it soft since every situation is different. Say you bought your home in Benicia decades ago, and your factored base year value, the number that the county actually taxes you on, sits around $190,000. The home itself is now worth somewhere around $850,000 if you sold it today. That's a massive gap between what you're taxed on and what your home is actually worth. And that gap is exactly what you've been afraid to lose. So here's the part that surprises people. If you sell and buy your replacement home anywhere in California, that $850,000 or less, your tax bill is based on the same $190,000 base, not the sales price. You keep the exact benefit you've been sitting on for the last 30, 40 years, and you're free to move to Fairfield, to a single family home in Vacaville, to be closer to your daughter, your grandkids in Sacramento, wherever actually fits your life next and you want to be. Now, let's say you wanted something nicer, or a home that finally has that primary bedroom downstairs on the ground floor, but it runs you $950,000, so more. You're not starting at full market value. The county takes the difference between the old home's sale price and the new ones. In this case, $100,000. And they add that on top of the existing $190,000 tax base. So your new tax base value is $290,000. Much, much better than that $950,000 it would have been. So they take the old and the difference between the new, and they just add that difference on to your current tax base, which saves you a lot of money, right? Lasting savings every single year you live there. That's the part that nobody explains clearly. And it's the part that changes the math on whether moving is actually worth it or not, right? 3 things that trip people up more than anything else. Missing the 2-year window between selling and buying costs people the entire transfer. Timing is everything, and it really matters. Assuming that this only works if you're downsizing keeps people from exploring same size or even larger homes when generally that's what's going to fit their lifestyle better at the moment. And filling out the paperwork in the wrong county. So you want to fill out the paperwork in the county that you're moving to, not moving from. And last, you have to fill out the paperwork. A lot of people think this is automatic, and it's not. You have to fill out the right paperwork in the right area. Here's what I actually want you to sit with. A lot of people stay in a home that is no longer what they want, no longer works for them, no longer safe for them, too many stairs, too much yard, too far from family, because they built this story in their heads that moving means starting over financially. For most homeowners 55 and older in California, that story just isn't true anymore. And it hasn't been true since 2021. The house you're in should fit your lifestyle for what you want next, not the other way around. That's the whole idea behind stage, not age. Finding a home that matches where you are right now, not clinging on to where you used to be. Every situation has its own wrinkles, especially if there's a trust involved or the home has appreciated in ways that touch capital gains. That's exactly the kind of questions I bring to a CPA or an estate planning attorney to look at alongside with me, with us, so you're getting the full picture instead of not just what any other real estate agent would tell you. If you've been sitting on this fear for a while, for years, I'd love to just start the conversation. Call and get an appointment. Let's talk about it. I want to point you in the right direction. I want you to know what it looks like for you, and there is absolutely no pressure. Just clarity on what actually is true for your situation. So whatever you decide next, whatever you're dealing with, which real estate information you want to explore, I'm here. I'm ready to help you. And please continue watching my videos. Go back and watch my previous ones. I have some on downsizing made easy, trust versus wills, and this one shows up in a couple of them too. Yeah, she's my little helper. This is Gracie. She likes to come and hang out. So come subscribe so that you can get the next video. Please like, comment, and share with somebody else who could use this information today. I just want to get the right information out there in your hands so that you can make an empowered decision. I'm Allison Costelow with Legacy and Lifestyle Homes, powered by RE/MAX Gold, here in Benicia, California.